do we have a time constraint on the, so maybe I should, give me 3 more minutes. So they are going to pull the hook on me in 3 minutes. And I think I well know that Dr. Sikka is really the person we are waiting for. So let me just say that it's really critical that we do the right thing in terms of entrepreneurship. I have, for economic growth, but also for jobs. I've been fortunate to be a member of a committee that the Niti Aayog, which is the new name of the body that has replaced Planning Commission, set up to nurture entrepreneurship in the country. It's called Atal Innovation Mission. And I think they're suggesting a lot of good things, which is nurture a spirit of innovation in the country. But I want to, just listening to today's conversation, want to point out 2 or 3 things. One is innovation is a lot about technology, a lot about e-commerce, m-commerce, etc. But a lot of innovation is outside of that sphere as well. And so that's something just to think of. Innovation in pharmaceuticals, innovation in automobile parts manufacture, innovation in SMEs. A lot of India lives in SMEs. A lot of innovation in Germany happens in the Mittelstand. And as we think about encouraging innovation and encouraging entrepreneurship, actually India, I worry sometimes, we are too heavily weighted in the tech sector in terms of innovation. So we ought to encourage innovation more broadly. That's just one thought. The other thought is that I worry a little bit, it's become a buzzword. Government people are talking a lot about nurturing innovation, which is good in some ways. But when they start to talk a lot about nurturing innovation, bureaucracies begin to build up. So I'm beginning to worry that there might be bureaucracies which will now determine which sectors to champion, who are the more innovative people, where to give differential funding to. So even as innovation is critical, what is important is a climate for innovation should be created rather than champions for innovation be picked. This is an old kind of piece of work in economics. Whether you make potato chips or you make silicon chips, it doesn't matter. What you make is something that really contributes value. So picking winners, building bureaucracy, I worry a little bit about. Given that I've taken 2 minutes and 45 seconds out of everything, I want to just say 2 more things. One is a very important question in a place like India when you think of innovation is how inclusive this innovation environment is. Does it increase the gap between the haves and have-nots? Or is it going to actually allow what our own alumnus C.K. Prahalad called the bottom of the pyramid innovation, what some people call grassroots innovation? So that's one aspect, nurturing grassroots innovation that should be in some ways part of the conversation of how do we encourage innovation. What's IIMA doing about it? Let me just take 10 seconds to just make a pitch for what we are doing, and I'm making a pitch so that you can catch me later and tell me what we should be doing. We've started a first-year required course on entrepreneurship. Whether you are going to be an entrepreneur or not, we want you to have a flavor of what entrepreneurship is, what it requires, whether you are going to be an entrepreneur straight out or not, you should have a flavor of it. Our business plan program is going very well. We are offering scholarships to graduating students who want to start out as entrepreneurs pretty much straight off after school, called IIM Mavericks, where basically if you start out as an entrepreneur, the loans that you have taken are forgiven for the first certain number of years. And most recently, I was actually thrilled to be invited. Prime Minister Modi had gone to Silicon Valley on a program where, on a visit, where basically 3 institutions were highlighted for their contribution to the innovation atmosphere in India. One of those was NASSCOM, the other one was TIE, the Indus Entrepreneurs, and the third one, I'm proud to say to our alumni, was CIIE of IIM Ahmedabad. And basically what model we are trying to do vis-a-vis at least West Coast, and there's no reason why we can't have something similar vis-a-vis UK, is to tie up venture capitalists there with entrepreneurs in India. So there's some fund that we have started called the Bharat Fund, where you will have venture capitalists in the West Coast being linked up with entrepreneurs in India through an environment, an ecosystem, where there is mentorship and guidance. Much more to tell. As a professor, I always overrun my time, but I'll be very happy to talk with you later about this. Thank you very much.